G'day everyone, Envy here and we're back with some more MTG Arena. Today we're continuing our trend for the week of looking at historic Brawl decks because I'm having so much fun with historic Brawl and I really fingers crossed hope that they keep it as a forever type of game mode because I will just keep playing because it's just so much fun that you can do with it. So today we're playing Bruvak the Grand Eloquent This is a commander from the Jumpstart series. Actually, I only played Jumpstart once, and I actually picked Mill and Enchantments, and I got Bruvak, so that's why I play Bruvak. He's an amazing commander, by the way. So, our commander is Bruvak. He has the ability, if your opponent would mill one or more cards, they mill twice that many cards instead. So if they mill 2 cards, they mill 4. If they mill 3 cards, they mill 6. You get the idea. It doubles the amount of mills. So we mill twice as fast. So the deck is essentially 3 parts. It is mill, countering, and disrupting our opponent's play. So we're really trying to play mill tempo here, trying to gain our advantage. We don't want to stick Bruvak down as soon as possible. We want to put Bruvak down when we can protect him and keep him alive for a few turns. We just need Bruvak on the field for 2 to 3 turns to really get the ball rolling when it comes to milling our opponent out. So let's go through the deck and explain what we're doing here. So with the 1-drops, we've got Merfolk Secret Keeper. It has Venture Deeper, target mills 4 cards. It becomes 8 with Bruvak. Wind Robber from Zendikar Rising. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player mills a card, and you can sacrifice it if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard to draw a card, which is just fantastic. 1 opt because it's a drawing a card. We're going to see a lot of drawing cards in this deck because we are running both Psychic Corrosion and Teferi's Tutelage, which essentially do the exact same thing, only Teferi's Tutelage allows you to draw and discard a card when it's played. So we can mill our opponent through drawing cards, so we are running a bit of drawing cards as well. So, got Opt. Ruin Crab, because it's great. Landfall, mills 3 cards. So Tiny. Flash enchants a creature to make it smaller, and so it can't deal damage. And since we are milling our opponent, the -6, -0 can really slow down almost any creature. Spell Pierce counters the spell. Stern Dismissal bounces a creature or enchantment back to their opponent's hand, whereas Unsummon bounces a creature to their opponent's hand. You can also use Unsummon to save Bruvak if he's about to be destroyed, and you really don't want to bring him back for a cost of 3. What I love to do in games is when they keep killing Bruvak and it costs you like 10 to bring him back next time, and you bounce it back to your hand, and then it'll only cost you 3. It's just so much fun to do. Blink of an Eye, it's a bounce card, but also it has the ability to when it's kicked, we draw a card. There's also a new card that came in Zendikar Rising, I believe. It's Into the Royal, which does the exact same thing. But I just like Blink of an Eye because the eyeball thing here creeps me out, and I think it's a pretty cool card. Censor counters target spell unless they pay 1. You can also cycle if you want. Just realize there's a smiley face on that, which is kind of funny. And she looks scared, but there's a smiley face on her bandage of her mouth, so that's pretty cool. Compelling Argument, mills 5 cards for 2 mana, and you can also cycle it as well, pretty cool. Drowned Secrets, when you cast a blue spell, they mill 2 cards, all our spells are blue. Frogify, great card because while it's not a flash one, you can put on your opponent's commander, it means they can't do anything, assuming their commander is a creature, not a planeswalker. Student's Transformation does a similar thing, only well, if she does the exact same thing, only they don't become a frog. They just become really small. Maddening Cacophony, mills 8 cards, or mills the entire library for 6 mana. Seagate Stormcaller can counter most of our spells, but mostly we like to just, it doubles it. I also just like to remember that it also doubles a kick spell. So if we kick Maddening Cacophony over here, or Blink of an Eye, we get the ability to work, which is really good. So, Sweet Oblivion mills 4 cards. It can also escape for 4 mana, so you can actually do it twice. Vantress Gargoyle can be a good boy who can block or attack for 2 mana, and we can also tap him to have ourselves and our opponents mill cards. Wall of Lost Thoughts, Defender, but also mills 4 cards when it hits the field. Midnight Clock is really good because it is a ramp. It's a ramp mana rock we can use as an artifact. It also allows us to shuffle up our graveyard into a library and draw 7 cards with even just 1 Teferi's Tutelage or Corrosion on the field. This can make our opponent mill 14 cards when it activates, so it's really good. Teferi's Tutelage and Psychic Corrosion mill cards every time we draw a card. Didn't Say Please counters a spell and they get to mill 3 cards. Jace Mirror Mage comes in, it allows us to scry, and we get to draw cards for 0 cost. Also, great thing about Great thing about Jace Mirror Mage is that most of our cards are really small, so typically we're not going to kill our Jaces that way, but scrying is also really nice as well. Thought Collapse is the same thing as Didn't Say Please, just does the same thing. Gateway allows us to draw cards, and we can also tap permanents every time we play a spell, so we can play instants on our opponent's turn or counter their opponent's stuff. Yeah, and then tap their stuff so they can't attack us, drawing the game out longer, allowing us to mill out our opponent. We're playing Teferi Master of Time because we can draw, and if we do get the -10 off, I think in the entire time I've played Magic, I've only ever got Teferi Master of Time's ultimate off once, I'm pretty sure, and that was in a deck where the whole idea was to abuse the ability to take extra turns and do it repeatedly over and over again. So it was a meme deck, but never done in an actual deck. Teferi's Ageless Insight, whenever you draw cards, you draw 2 cards instead. It's pretty good. Jace, we can make our opponent mill cards, and if we verse another mill deck, assume we ever see one, we can also win that way, so it's a good one to have. Patient Rebuilding, at the beginning of your upkeep, the opponent mills 3 cards, and then you draw a card for each land. Patient Rebuilding with Corrosion and Tutelage is just a brutally painful combo, which is hilarious to see. Weighted Memory, draw 3 cards, opponent mills 3 cards, still pretty good. River's Rebuke, probably one of my favorite cards you don't see played a lot, but it just returns all non-land permanents a player controls their owner's hand. You just remove their entire board. Everything, including mana rocks, enchantments, artifacts, all goes back to the hand. Super fun. Into the story, lets us draw 4 cards, and it can only cost us a less amount of mana depending on if we have more cards in our opponent's graveyard. Wind Reader Sphinx. So whenever you a creature with flying attacks, you may draw a card. Good because a lot of our creatures do have flying, which is Wind Robber and where is he? Ventress Gargoyle. But also he's a pretty good one because when he attacks, you get to draw a card as well. He's also got a big button in him, but he's a fun card. But you can replace him with anything else. There is a fish that mills half a library when it's played. I don't have the fish, and I don't really want to craft the fish, so I've got Sphinx instead. And lastly is the Magic Mirror. We have a lot of instants and sorceries. When they go to the graveyard, this allows us to play this for cheaper, and every turn we can just draw more and more cards, finding the cards we need, and hopefully milling our opponent out. As for the lands, we're running 24 lands. I believe we have 1 Castle Vantress, 17 islands. I've chosen different ones because why not? So a bunch of islands, a Lonely Sandbar, a Memorial to Genius, a Mystic Sanctuary, a Arch of Akaza, a Labyrinth Scopanos, and a Radiant Fountain. I've chosen these 3 lands because Causa lets us draw cards in the late game if we have lots of mana out. Scopanos can take, for extra mana, takes creatures out of combat, which is really good. And Radiant Fountain gives us a bit of extra life, which is always a bit of nice, bit of fun. Anyway, that's the deck for today. Let's go play some Historic Brawl and see if we can mill out our opponents. But usually, once you play Brewback and you've milled out half the deck, they usually scoop. So that's what it is. Anyway, let's go play some Historic Brawl. Let's do it. Oh, it's Azor. I haven't seen him for a while. Alright, so here we are. We are going with our fun plan of using Mill, because Mill is the backbone of most most things. Cool, we got some counter spells. We got some Mill, so I'm going to keep this hand. It's not bad. 2 lands is not bad to start with. So Azor, cast instant sorceries. That's not fun. So good. Pass turn. Do I want to drop Sensor? Not really. I would like to keep my counterspells countering. So goes my turn. Beautiful. Now we're in a spot where I'm happy. Alright, so we can go Sweet Oblivion, but I'm not going to yet. Pass turn. We can counter spells, which is good. That's 3. Ooh, goodbye. Goodbye, Cloud Conceer. You don't get that. It's gone now. Beautiful. So my island, now I've got Thought Collapse for a counter spell. So I'm going to pass turn, leave it be. Let's get Patient Rebuilding. Ooh, Hanged Executioner. Yeah, no thank you, mate. Get rid of that. Oh wow, 3 lands. That is nice. That is what they say. That is nice. So, since I have no counterspells right now, I could just discard this one. It's not bad to drop Oblivion, but I think right now, I don't want to use you just yet. I think I'll go to Fairy, Master of Time. And I think we'll just do this. What don't I need right now? I think Sweet Oblivion, because I can always use the ability to escape it. It's not too bad. Now the question is he running counterspells? Doesn't matter, because he scoops. Very nice. Oh! It's that god from Theros. Atheos, the Shroud Veiled. Ooh, well, this is interesting because I have no blue lands. That's, I'm going to mulligan that one out. Oh, this is better. I'm going to keep this because I got Spell Pierce. I like that. Cool. Let's go. Island. Pass. Lovely. Let's go with the island. Let's go War of Lost Thoughts because I can mill 4 cards. Well, you mill 4 cards. Oh, Kaya's Wrath and Fumigate. Oh, that's not bad. Alright, let's go with our Arch for Kaza. And I'll go Vantress Gargoyle. He doesn't have 7 or more in the graveyard, so I think I'm going to pass turn for this one. I do have Stern Dismissal, which is always a fun card, and Blink the Eye. And another Scoop. Beautiful. We should call this just another Scoop. I don't know. Make an ice cream pun. That'd be a good idea. Oh, it's Garuda. Was Garuda his name? Or I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking Garuda. Good. Whew, I thought I didn't get his name right. Milling is fun, but I got... That's pretty good. I'll keep it. That's alright. I can live with this. It's not too bad. I mean, I got Counterspell. It's really difficult for him to play his ability to do stuff. Oh, I can always go Mystic Sanctuary. 3 more islands. I do need more islands in the field to do that one, so that's good. Alright, my turn. Beautiful. I will go with an island, and I'm going to go past my turn. And see if he has a spell to counter. Each player mills 4 cards. That could be interesting. I'm going to go Opt. Because I think it's a good idea to opt into something. Tutelage is a great card. I need that in my life. Glorious. My turn. Beautiful. That's the island. I want that. I play my Tutelage. Perfect. That's a good card to have. Right now, what is least effective? I don't know what he's playing. Oh man, that would be really good. Probably right now, I think Censor, since I can always get it back if I want. You mill 2 cards. Oh, not bad. The bad thing is that if I'm playing mill, it means he's got a lot of stuff he can put out. You can choose an online card from that thing. You may cast that. Oh, okay. Good for you, man. Good. Let's go with the... He probably has removal, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, he would. So let's go with the Mystic Sanctuary. And I'm going to grab... I'll grab Censor, put it on top. Yeah, put it on top. And I think I will go with the Grave Elegant, because I might as well play him. And... pass turn. I can always save my dude with Unsummon if I really need to. How many lands is that? It's 5. It's not enough to get Garuda down. But he's probably got, like, removal. He's playing black. Unsummon. Bounce him back. Go back to my hand, please. I can't believe... I'm just like amazed that he didn't remember that I had that. Cool. I'm going to go with the Arch of Excaza. I will definitely be playing my Bruvac. And I'm going to pass my turn. Alright, let's do that again. That's 6. Oh, I could counter it. Oh man, you forgot I picked up Sensor again. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, okay, well for the first time today we're versing a 5-colored deck, which is always good fun, but this is not a bad hand. So, they're going first though, but 3 islands, Stern Dismissal, Blink of an Eye, Bounce, Mill. Can't really say no to this hand, especially with Teferi's Tutelage in the field. I'm going to keep this. This is not bad. Let's get the Black Owl. Let's do it. So, our opponent is going first, which is unfortunate. I think I will go Wind Robber. So, he can play any cards in this deck, so it depends on what he's playing. Selfless Savior. It's really not helpful for him right now, so I don't really care. Let's go with the islands. We got Blink of an Eye if we need to. So combat. Let's go Wind Robber. Go attack him for 1. Damage. Bang. Oh, Plague Crafter. Now that is unfortunate for him. End turn. That's 2. What's he gonna play? Probably swing with Doggy. Next time I'm not going to do anything. Actually, no, next time we'll put Teferi's Tutelage down. We just start the process. I wonder if he's running counter spells. I don't know. I really want to keep Thought Collapse up, but I'm thinking that Teferi's Tutelage... Oh, Sensor is really good. I don't have enough mana to do all the things I want. So let's go attack first. He lost a thing. I think we got to go try and get Tutelage down. What don't I need? I do need that. I need this. These could be fun. I think probably for us, probably the islands. Probably the islands at least. Least important thing I can use. But he gets to mill 2 cards. Oh, that's gonna suck. Losing Miriai's Way. Oh, is he playing Party? But a Shaman's not a Party. Maybe he's just playing the best cards he can think of and just going with that. No idea. But that's 4 now. Not enough for Kenrith, but I'm going to counter Kenrith when he comes down. So, Fiend Artisan doesn't bother me too much. Well, actually, I can bounce it back next turn. That'll work. And then counter it. Beautiful. I love it. Sweet. The trick is with Bruvac is to, yeah, I think I might just go, maybe I'll bounce it during his turn. That's a good idea. We'll do it in his upkeep. We'll bounce it. Yeah, that's good. That means I can hold up my counter spells and just go with that. Yeah, that's good. Has he got reach? No, he doesn't. So combat. Let's go. Hit him again. 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Interesting. I think am I going to combat? Come on. Hello. Alright, let's go. Do the 1 damage. We're going to bounce that in his turn. It means he plays it again. Not a land. Beautiful. Alright, end turn. Not enough in the graveyard yet. That's only 7. We need 8 to do the thing. So, do I want to bounce Fiend Artisan again? I feel like I do want to bounce it. Let's see what he does. Or I could counter his thing and then bounce Artisan afterwards. Yeah, that could be fun. Let's do the main phase. Let's see what he does first. So I guess he's going to go Kenrith now. I mean, I would go Kenrith if I was playing him. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Beautiful. That is me going to use Censor. That's me. Counter unless he pays 1. He doesn't have enough, so counter target spell. That Censor. The reason I played Censor is because it has a very own situational ability. Now he'll go to combat, and he's going to go combat, and I'll bounce this back to his hand. Pass to attackers. Probably going to swing. He can't activate the ability because he hasn't got anything to sacrifice, so he'll probably just swing with both cards. We'll bounce Fiend Artisan back to his hand. He has to wait 2 more turns for mana, and then we'll keep Thought Collapse up. So this is Stern Dismissal on Fiend Artisan. That's going back, so you lose your creature. We've got to counter this guy again when he comes down. Thought Collapse him, so we got to make sure we keep that for the next turn. Yeah, it's 1 damage, it's alright. Beautiful, mill 2 cards, I love it. Wow, he's losing a lot of lands real quick. That's not fun for him, is it? Can I play Brewvac and Blink? No, I can't, so I'm not going to do that. So combat, and I can now sacrifice it to draw a card, which is really good for me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, now, I don't want to put Brewvac down until I can hold both up. So, I think if he plays Fiend Artisan, I should bounce it back with a Thinged Blink of an Eye. That'll get me to draw a card. That means the turn after he'll put a land down for Kenrith, and I can counter Kenrith again. Alright, so that means next turn he can get Kenrith down. I could Thought Collapse it, but I'd rather counter his Kenriths. Yeah, just going with that. Resolve. He can play it again, so he'll do it in his end step. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let's go. Oh no, let's go. Let's just do it in his. Make sure we do it in the end step. Now he puts a land down next turn. He will be able to play Kenrith, which we will counter again. So it's all about maintaining the tempo, just maintaining the whole what we need. Plus damage, I'll do 1. You gonna play something? Nope. I'm gonna go Blink the Eye. I'm gonna use the kicker. Kick that one away. Yep. So that's gonna bounce back, and I get to draw a card. I find unlikely he's running counter spells, but he can sacrifice. Save. No, he's gonna let it go. Glorious. I can draw a card. Oh, River's Rebuke is awesome. That's amazing. Oh, good. My turn. Let's see what we got. Another land. Beautiful. I can actually play River's Rebuke. That could be really good. But not this turn. Island. Now that makes 6, right? Yes, so we can play Brewvac and Thought Collapse now. Next to combat. Wind Robber. Go. Hit him in the face. Ooh, oh, wow. He lost Demon's Disciple and Ashire. Wow. And Simic Ascendancy must have been... What is he playing? Oh, wow. Approach the Second Sun. That's pretty terrible. Alright, end turn. Cool. River's Rebuke is going to be sweet. Sweet things are going to happen now. I have lost a bit of my draw power, but he's still got a lot of cards in his hand. Now, he can put a land down and play this guy. If he plays Fiend Artisan, oh, Locust God, yeah, that's a Thought Collapse right there. Because this one can come back if you let it go. Oh, that's 6 cards gone, man. If he attacks, I can just block, it's all good. Man, that's terrible. So that's the Oracle. I'm guessing he's trying to mill himself out. Well, he's lost his win condition. If he's going for mill, I mean, he's lost Jace, and he can always get stuff back, you know. Oh, Psychic Corrosion. Oh my god. Oh man, that is awful. All right, let's go with the Psychic Corrosion because this is going to burn him out faster. I'm going to hold River's Rebuke because I can return everything back to his hand should he play his human dude. So I'll play the island just so I have an island. I will go combat. We'll hit with Merfolk. Hit him in the face. He'll lose 2 more cards. That gets him down to 18. Oh, he got that one. But he lost Mother and Tithe, which is really good. End turn. Well, he can always play... Can he? No, blue, green. No, he doesn't have the... Oh, he can. Yes, he can. He can play Uru. But I just bounce it back, so it's all good. Don't care how much life he gets. I have River's Rebuke to bounce everything back to his hand should he play a bunch of stuff. Or his Kenrith. But that means he won't get the command attacks anymore. Wilderness Reclamation. Oh my... That's not fun. I think I might sacrifice Wind Robber. If he's going to play something. Fiend Artisan. Alright. Let's go activate. Sack him. Time for the draw. Oof. This is going to trigger twice. So he's going to lose 4. Then he loses 4. And if I can mill him... If I can get a draw... Wow, that's not fun. Oh wow, patient rebuilding. Now, here's the question. Did he look like he had any counter spells? So, he had all these cards, right? And none of these ones are counter... Oh, that's a counter spell. 1. So, the question is, do you think he has a counter spell in his hand? That's the question. I think we go River's Rebuke, and we hit him with everything in the face. And he either counters it, or he doesn't. And then he has to win next turn, or he loses. Well, I guess he loses then. So my island, and no attacks, let it be. Alright, so I don't know if he can actually win this turn, because he's got no cards left. I'm not going to hit him with a good game, because it could always, the worm could always turn, but essentially... He is out of cards. Oh man, I managed to hit his counterspell. And, oh man, a Nymph Mizzet. Whoa. I'm not sure what he was playing at. Maybe he's just trying to get as much synergy as possible with the best multicolored cards he could play. Oh, he put Zerta in. Oh, they will have abilities. Oh, that's cool. Jeez, Locust God, that is terrifying, actually. Maybe you draw a card. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Alright. He's thinking. This doesn't have trample. So, what has he got? I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think he's going to give up. Okay, Signet. That's fine. That gives you 5 mana. You have to win. It's like I'm just going to pass my turn next turn. Wait, doesn't that make him lose? He has to draw a card? You just made yourself lose, dude. What the hell? I have no idea what he was trying to do there. He just killed himself. That's what happened. He just killed himself. Awesome. Very much fun. Hey everybody, welcome back. So yeah, we managed to get a few good games, a few good wins in a row with our Brewback deck. Yeah, so just going off the thing, this is actually a pretty solid deck. If you want to get into Historic Brawl and you want to play something fun, you can just craft a mill deck. A lot of the rares and mythics I have can easily be substituted out. It's actually very cheap to play. Monocolored Brawl decks are the best because you don't need a bunch of expensive lands to play. You can just play with, you know, the basic islands or whatever you've got. And it's only 1 mythic and it's a pretty solid card if you want to get some cheap wins in there. But anyway, that was the deck for today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all the new decks that I put out. I am going to play one more Brawl deck. We'll put that out before the what do you call it? Before the event ends, and hopefully we get it back permanently because I just love to keep playing more Brawl. It is so much more fun than just playing Standard or Historic because there's so many more ways you can play the deck. You can play it however you want, and there's a lot of other commanders that people haven't, you know, really looked at yet, or they haven't really played. And yes, like most things in Magic, you are going to verse the people who are just playing the best cards. So, you know, people play things like Bolus the Dragon God, or Kinnan, or the King we just versed and we managed to beat. People just keep playing those ones, but that's okay because you can win with another deck as long as you play better than your opponent plays, and you can just usually win. But anyway, that's enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all your support, and I will see you all again next time. Bye for now, everybody.